Welcome back to Session 0, where I mostly talk about role-playing games. Today I am continuing my journey through Final Fantasy VII while talking about tabletop role-playing games. Now, a couple changes have been made since the first episode. I am now running on original PS1 hardware instead of Nintendo Switch. That is going to have some changes. I don't have the 3x speed available, and you are going to notice some slowdown because of that. Like saving and loading save files takes a little bit longer, plus moving around in battles is going to take a little bit longer as well. This is where I left off in the last episode, but there are some changes there as well. I did end up with a lot more grenades in this playthrough, mainly because I didn't go buy the weapon for Tifa and all of the better armor. I'm going to steal better armor here in Shinra. So that's where we're at. Let's just continue. Now, at the end of the last video, I talked about having a choice. I can either go in the building right here, or I can go left and climb a whole lot of stairs. So we're going to go up the stairs. Give your players choices. In tabletop role-playing games, it's not going to hurt to give them some choices. If you want to go in the side entrance or the main entrance, make sure you have both prepped, though. Don't assume they're going to do one or the other. Even better, if you can, when you end a session, ask, do you guys think you want to sneak in, or are you going to go in the front door? That way you have a little bit of heads up and can kind of plan what you want to do with the entrance for the next session. Now we are going to walk a lot here. Many flights of stairs, and speedrunners have a way to manipulate the elevators so that they don't get encounters instead of climbing up all these steps. By climbing the steps, we are avoiding encounters, but it takes a lot longer. Maybe not a lot longer, but it takes longer for sure. Something I just thought of, I could have lowered my Session 0 logo a little bit there to even out that space. I might do that for the next video. Although I was stupid and flattened all of that into one image instead of keeping it as component parts, so I'm probably going to leave it the way it is. Climbing. Let's just keep going. It's actually really fascinating how speedrunners manipulate the elevators, like I was just talking about. Basically, it starts all the way back the first time you go to Aerith's house. There are some waterfalls in the background, and there are some flashing lights associated with them. Those flashing lights are driven by the RNG, the random number generation. So what they do, they count the number of flashes from the time they enter that area until they walk into Aerith's house. And doing that lets them consult a chart and find out exactly where they are on the RNG table. Then, if it's not where they want it to be, they will do some further manipulation by counting the number of revolutions on the save crystal that's in that area. That gets them to the RNG they want, so that when they get here to Shinra Tower, or Shinra headquarters, they go in the front door, and they know exactly what frames they have to input on the elevator so that they get to floors that don't have encounters. It is crazy specific, but really interesting to watch. So I am again going to link that 7-hour, or rather 5-hour, 7-minute, 30-second speed run in the comments. That is an any % run. I watched the same runner do a 100% run the other day. That one is just shy of 16 hours. So there are definitely different categories and different ways to have fun with this 30-year-old video game. Now, probably wouldn't make much sense in Dungeon World, but in like the Marvel Multiverse RPG, you know, having a tall building like this where maybe you're running steps instead of going up the elevator could make sense. Just think about the game you're running, and if something like this would make sense in that game. It's not going to make sense everywhere. We are getting close to the top. And I'm going to be honest, I have been playing it on Nintendo Switch for a long time for that 3x speed because I thought it was just deadly slow without that. But I've been playing it now on original hardware for a little while, like I had to catch up to this point in the game. And not having 3x speed isn't as slow as I remembered it being. Yes, battles take a little bit longer. Walking these steps is even taking me longer because I'm not moving 3 times faster. Alright, here we are at the top. I love this music. I know I've said it, but I absolutely love this music. We're just going to chuck grenades here. Although everyone's got a limit, I should go ahead and use those up. That one's going to be wasted. Oh no, that was good. Like, we need to use a certain number of limit breaks anyway for them to grow, so totally fine to use those up. By the time I need another limit break, I should have another one built up. I hope so anyway. Excuse me. Ooh, tranks are good. I think Tifa already has a trank. No, she doesn't, because I used a tent at that save point. I think it's funny here, this guy is falling asleep, and if he wasn't, he would see us come out of the elevator. This is another little kind of puzzly stealth section. I guess you could run this as a stealth mini game in your game, or just a stealth segment of the game. We've got to stay hidden behind these statues so that those guards don't see us. And I've got to bring the rest of the party over that way too. Should have gone there. Ooh, boy, I thought Barrett was going to get caught there. That would have made me angry. This floor, we just have to talk to a specific guy. I'm from Repair Division, or you must be from Repair Division. Here's the next key card you need. Alright, this is a really interesting floor. I don't know how speedrunners do it. They know the password that we need just by walking into this room sometimes. I do this. Go up to this room and go to this bookshelf on far left. We get one breakdown of soldier members by class. That is one of 4 options we could get. Now, that tells me that the answer to the password is going to be bomb. Now, I need to answer that password to get the next key card, but if I get it on the first try, which I should here, he also gives me an elemental materia. What'd I say? Bomb. One thing I did mess up, though. I should have gotten at least one of these, the better armor. So I'm going to put this elemental on here just to grow. Actually, let's do this. That's not what I wanted. It's going to add ice to my weapon. Usually, I want to have that on an armor for Tifa and give her the poison, which I'll be getting very soon. This room I don't see speedrunners doing. I do it because I know how to do it, and it's interesting. Plus, I'm going to get an all materia from here. I can open 3 doors. I'm going to open this door, and walk into this room. Gets me coupon A. And the only one I really care about here is coupon C. That's the one that gives me the all materia, but I go ahead and get them all anyway. Because if we're going to do it, might as well get all 3 of them, right? And this is cool. There's another section pretty soon where we're going to be crawling in the ducts above an area. Make that available in your game. If someone says, hey, are there like some ducts I can crawl around, maybe get a better view of the room, say yeah, make it happen. Now have all 3 of the coupons and can go exchange them. And you know what? The main reason I like to get those armors is for the armor slot, or for the materia slots. That's why I should have gone ahead and did it. I should have gone ahead and done it. Instead, now I'm going to have materia that I don't even have slots for. Now I could... I think I will go ahead and equip that. It gets me a little better... Oh, protects against poison is fine too. It gets me a little better materia slots, a little better defense. This all doesn't do me any good though. I'm just going to put it up here for now. Because I don't have a linked slot for it. Yeah, I should have gotten at least one of the better equipment. What is... that one's not linked either. How is my... yeah, I'm fine right now. This is an interesting area. It's a gym where you can rest and you can save. This room offers a puzzle that I really don't like. It's just a back and forth puzzle that's kind of irritating. And I just hate going back and forth. Like, I'm gonna get some encounters here. It's just kind of annoying. But put puzzles in your game too. Puzzles are fun, right? And while they're doing it, have the bad guys show up, right? It's not just free reign. That's why we get these fights, but... come on, run. Right now I'm just going along the right side of this puzzle, putting these in. The ones you put them in determine which box is opened. I think if you go along the right side all the way around, next box is going to be one of these two. And just keep going around right, it'll be that next box, and then there's a box way up to the top right of this room. One more Midgar Parts. That opens the one in the hallway that we came in. It gets us a key card for walking higher. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, we can't get into this room. This is a boardroom. I don't know how we learned or knew when we were kids, or how I knew when I was a kid, to go into this bathroom. We go into the bathroom, we climb up this vent, and we're going to go eavesdrop on that meeting. I think when we were kids, or again when I was a kid, it's like I tried to do everything and couldn't figure anything out, so I'm like, well, let's go in the bathroom and see if there's anything in there. And then I'm like, oh, okay, that's what I need to do. It's weird, but it works. The estimated cost to rebuild Sector 7 is we're not rebuilding. Want to raise the Mako rates 15% in every area. Hey, please include our space program. Sir, if you raise the rates, the people will lose confidence. It'll be alright. The ignorant citizens won't lose confidence. They'll trust Shinra even more. And I sped through the dialogue when I was making my climb to get to Shinra headquarters. But there are two kids sitting on that wall, and one of the kids says, "My dad says Shinra did this." So these politicians are fooling themselves. And I wonder, because I'm running this on PS1 hardware, I can hear the disc like spinning and, you know, the laser moving when it goes to load something else. I don't know if my mic is picking that up or not. I love this right here. Scarlet looks up at the vent. Something stinks. Because that's the vent from the bathroom. We're going to see Hojo walking away here. And oh, let's back up a little bit. So this floor is really interesting. Floor 67 is cool because there are some jail cells, which we'll see a little bit later. We're actually going to be in them. But there's also like a research area here where he's researching specimens. This is a really cool little floor. Maybe look at your game and see if there's something like this that could be applicable in your game. Like, you know, the specimens. It could just be like an alchemist research lab. There are also prison cells back there because he's doing dastardly things with, you know, people too. People and animals. So this floor here could basically make a full location in a fantasy or even like a modern or futuristic RPG. Like in Marvel Multiverse RPG, this could be an AIM facility, right? This floor could be an entire AIM facility. Headless thing in there. And Barrett is going to mention the headless thing also. Just in case you weren't paying attention when that image was shown, he's going to make sure we know that that thing doesn't have a head. And I'm going to mention that head again much, much later in the game. So that is a cool thing to think about too. That is a simple little piece of foreshadowing. But, I don't think I said it in the first episode, we have to make the story about the players. It's the players' stories. It's not the GM's story. And I think there are some GMs who get that wrong. Dungeon World especially, you know, does that. It is the players who are making the decisions and it's their story. I'm going to save here just in case this fight goes bad, but it shouldn't. Also, let's do this. He's got all lightning, but I don't need that on him. Let's give him this cure. Give her the light. Give her the lightning. He can have an all restore. Basically, everyone's going to be chucking grenades anyway, but I like to keep all... Did I end up saving? I like to keep all of my materia equipped somewhere so that it'll grow with AP. So basically what I was saying about it being the player's game, we need to, how do I say this? You know, use what the players give us to make the story, but make sure it's their story, right? Don't say, hey, we're going to play Final Fantasy VII, and I'm going to take every beat out of this game, because they may do things that we aren't doing in this game. You know, steal everything from this game you can, use it in your game, but don't make your tabletop game Final Fantasy VII unless you sit down in, you know, your session 0 and say, hey, I want to make a tabletop game that is the story of Final Fantasy VII. Are you guys cool with that? Some people might not even know what this story is. The ones that do might say, yeah, that's cool. But also, you don't need to railroad them. Just because they have agreed, yeah, let's play Final Fantasy VII in tabletop version, doesn't mean you need to force this story down them or on them. Okay. Cloud has my all restore, so I could let Barrett or Tifa take Aerith. I think I'll probably have Barrett take her. And this character we're going to get as a playable character here in a minute, and he has an all and a fire materia, which is good for us. The elevator's moving. He's rather strong. It talked. Someone take Aerith somewhere safe. Barrett, you take her. Tifa, stay with me. What's your name? Red 13 is what Hojo called him. This is one of the characters I rename. Later in the game, we learn his name is Nanaki, or Nanaki, I don't know how to pronounce it. So I always rename him Nanaki. We're going to start with a fire from Nanaki. Actually, Tifa looks like she's going first, so she'll do... Oh no, Nanaki did get to go first. All fire, she'll do a grenade just on the back guy, because we only need to defeat that guy in the back. And this fight will be pretty easy. I didn't need to save, but I always like to save before a boss fight, just in case something goes in a direction I wasn't expecting. Oh, got him. Didn't need to use that limit. Now basically I'm going to strip Nanaki's materia and then put Barrett back in. What are you? An informed question, but difficult to answer. I am what you see. We are coming up here. There it is. Let's see, cancel to change party. Now let's go to menu. Exchange. Let's just take all of his off. Now he does have another sense, which I never actually end up using, but we are going to let it grow. But now pretty soon after that fight, the enemies in these areas change. I'm going to be able to steal some really good armor for everybody and a really good sword for Cloud. Got to pick this up. And I don't need to equip it just yet, but I will later. It's a very important piece of materia. I'm going to go back down and save before we move around too much. One thing I have noticed about this original hardware, it does shave off about 10 pixels off the left side. I thought that was my recording software, but it's not. It is not picking up those 10 pixels on the left side. Or however many pixels it is, I'm not sure. Do that every time. Oh, this is a really good formation. I'm going to steal from him first. Let's start grenading these guys. That's actually bad because I'm going to have 2 grenades come in that might knock that guy out. Oh, it's fine to knock him out. This guy has some really good armor. Yeah, that's gonna knock him out. Ooh, it did not knock him out. I'm lucky there. Let's throw 1 grenade. Just soften him up. And then we're just gonna defend until I get this steal. Oh, did I sell all of my potions? No. Come on, give me this steal. Carbon bangle, I got it. go ahead and equip Cloud with the carbon bangle. Yeah, let's go ahead and put that on him. Then I do want to keep that steel on him, though. Let's... it's fine for now. But I want to steal 2 more of those carbon bangles. And honestly, let me do this first. I also want to move those higher up on my list so they're easier to find later. Alright, I'm just going to walk around here for a while. That other enemy that I saw on that field has his better sword, so I want to get that as well. So I'm looking for 2 more carbon bangles and his sword, which is called the Hard Edge. Hopefully I can get those pretty quickly. Okay, this is the enemy that has that weapon. What we're going to do is blow one of them away really quickly. She gets a... Oh, I got my weapon real quick there. You know what? Let's blow these guys away, though. Gets me the other braver I need. Or the other bravers I need. If I can steal another one, I can sell it. But this grenade will knock him out. Well, unless she goes to sleep. Alright, I still want to steal 2 more of those carbon bangles. I love a good steal system in a game. If you can work that into your tabletop game, it can be a lot of fun. Like in Final Fantasy IX, you almost have to steal all the time. Which is a little less fun because you have to do it. We'll go ahead and put this enemy skill on him. See, that's an all restore. Let's get this lightning back. Do an all lightning and then that steel there. Oh, and if I'm gonna do that, oh no, Tifa still can't get an all, so I still want at least 1 more carbon bangle, but I am gonna steal 2 more. This recording is only about 40 minutes at the moment, so I've got plenty of time. I do want these episodes to be about 90 minutes, so I think I'll probably end up getting out of Midgar, and then probably getting to Kalm, but I won't be able to do the cutscene, because that is a long flashback. Alright, come on. Give me the spinny guy. If it's not spinny guy, I'm running. Oh, 3 spinny guys. Basically, I'm going to do 1 on each. No, not with him, though. To soften them up. And then they're just going to defend. Oh, come on, don't do this to me. Steal. Okay, I got one. So let's blow that one up. And then steal from the other one. Come on. Sometimes it can take a long time, sometimes it can go really fast. Now I need to cure myself. Come on, get it. So notice there it's saying couldn't steal anything. That's different than nothing to steal. Out of potions. Do I have a high pot? Yeah, let's go ahead and give him a high pot. As long as I've already made this commitment, I do want to try to get that other carbon bangle. And I could have used his limit there, but that's fine. So that took me 5 minutes. It's 5 minutes longer than I wanted to spend doing that, but now everybody has a really good armor. Don't have anything else there, but let's give him... See, got that sense? Yeah, let's give him that other sense. Those sense materials are not very good. I actually never used them in the game, but we are going to let them grow. Because he's still got elemental ice. Let's do this. That's fine like it is. We'll be able to sell those sense materials for however much AP they have when we sell them. So like right now, I could sell this one for 54 and this one for 57. But in the next episode, it should be in the next episode, I'm going to do a grind in a place that I can access because of a glitch. Everyone's waiting on the 66th floor elevator. And they said that earlier and I forgot. Problem is, I need to save before I go to that elevator. So I'm going to come around here and do that. Gotta go in there. Gotta go down one floor to do that. And now we're just going to run. That would have been funny if he could have stolen another hard edge just to sell later. Do I not have any more tints? I guess not. I'm going to get to a point when I do that long grind where I'm always going to have an ample number of tints. Basically, I grind to a point where I have about 250,000. It ends up being about 280,000 total. And then I can just buy $50,000 worth of tints, stock up on them, and then I never need to worry about my health because every time I save, whether it's on the world map or at a save crystal, I'm going to be able to completely replenish my HP and MP. So that is why I do that grind. Got some interesting stuff coming up here. 66th floor elevator. It's a trap. There's another thing I like about running on Nintendo Switch. Like if I need to use the restroom, or I get hungry, or I just get tired of playing, I can just turn the system off, right? Put it to sleep, and I don't have to worry about saving. I don't have to worry about losing time. On original PlayStation, I have to get to a save point and save the game, and then turn the system off. So it does make the experience a little bit better, I think, when you're running on Switch. But I just had a real, what do I want to say, a real anxiousness, a real desire for nostalgia. And running it on original hardware is definitely a nostalgic event. Like 28 years ago, I was sitting in my bedroom in Berlin, Wisconsin, playing this game. Actually, outside of Berlin. We were about 4 miles out of town. Now here I am sitting in my home in front of a computer playing it and recording it for all of you to see. I think I'm getting low on grenades. I think I'm down to like 60, which is fine. I think in that save file that I had on the Switch at this point, I had 53 when I came into Shinra headquarters, so I'm way ahead of that. I shouldn't have any problems. I just like having a lot of grenades. I'm not sure why they put Cloud and Tifa in the same cell. I would think they would have put Aerith and Tifa in the same cell. I don't know why I said sale. But that is what they did. It's very strange. Here's the first hint of maybe some jealousy here. But then they brush it off. Like, now they're just talking about ancient stuff. Let's just get some sleep. I love how there are so many points in the game where just taking a rest, you know, sleeping, advances the story. Bum 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 ba da bum. The door's open. What happened? You help Tifa, or you help Aerith, I'll help Barrett and the others. There is only one other right now, that's Nanaki, although I don't believe, no, I couldn't at this point have had Yuffie yet, so I think that piece of dialogue is probably a mistranslation. I get a little bit nervous every time it changes scenes and I hear my disk drive over there spinning up. There's a big pool of blood, which looks menacing. Did it get away, Genova? Let's follow the blood. Now we're going to get some really weird encounters, and I'm just going to run from all of them. Yeah, Aerith's in my party now instead of Barrett. All I care about now is keeping this materia on here so it's growing, even though our party is getting ready to be split. I didn't really need to do that. If I haven't said it, I love the music here. I'm going to go ahead and save. Saving and loading takes longer on PS1, and that's fine. It was a sign of its times. And at the time, having removable memory cards was awesome. President Shinra, he be dead. Kill off a major NPC in your game, be it for shock value, for plot, whatever. And then you can have a mystery of how that character got in that situation, right? How do you solve his murder? Can that be part of the game? Is that something your players are interested in? Of course, ask them. But doing that with a major NPC who has like given the players trouble lets them know, uh-oh, there's something even worse in the world than this guy. Sorry, I just sped through all of that dialogue. I'm so used to just mashing the button. Basically, I have 4 more boss battles, so I'll probably just get out of Midgar and save, and then the next session I'll go on to Kalm and do that flashback. That flashback probably won't happen in this episode. This actually is really funny. He asked, "Who are you?" He's like, "I'm Soldier, I'm Avalanche, me too. I'm a flower girl from the slums. I'm a research specimen." And I love Rufus's answer here, or his reply. What a crew. I think that's hilarious. And I have tried to pull that off in tabletop. But usually by the time I do it, I have forgotten about it, and then they like decide on a name for the party. So when they ask that, "Who are you?" the name is going to be, you know, the Mighty Nine or whatever. And they don't give, you know, their individual, not names, but, you know, who they are. If you can pull that off, it's a funny moment. "Who are you?" "Oh, I'm a fighter from such and such a school. I'm the wizard from whatever place. You know, I'm the thief from wherever." What a crew! Don't waste money on common people. Just as bad as his dad. Actually, worse than his dad. And we do have a point here where we can redistribute materia. It's not going to matter a whole lot because for the most part I'm just going to be chucking grenades. But I do want to make sure everyone has materia, or that all materia is full. See, remove Tifa's materia. Now let's put the materia somewhere. Oh, she's still got an iron. That sucks a little bit. He can do an all restore. I should still have elemental, I guess not. We're not going to be doing any stealing, but again, I just want everything to grow. Don't even need any of this. I don't need to put enemy skill anywhere because it won't grow. Make sure there's nothing anywhere else. And he can be in the back row. His weapon is long range. Alright, we're going to go to the elevator. We've got 2 back-to-back bosses, and then when I come back to Cloud, he's going to have a boss too. And we're going to do that again. We're going to take everyone's materia and give what I want to Cloud so it'll grow. Alright, we are going to start with Barrett doing his limit. Nanaki as well, and she is just going to chuck a grenade. If I need to do some healing, I can, but I don't think I'm going to need to. That's part 1. We've got a part 2. And more grenade chucking. Come on, hit Nanaki to wake him up. I've tried to incorporate limit breaks into games before, like, you know, after they take so much damage, they get a special attack type thing. I've had mixed success with it. Come on, knock him out. Mithril Armlet. Not as good as the carbon bangles I have, but Mithril Armlet is not bad. I'll put that on Aerith because, let's see, remove materia from everyone. Access menu. And again here, I don't need an all cure. But I am going to do an all... What was that one? That one's all poison. I want to do an all lightning as well. Steel I want to keep growing, even though I don't have anything to steal in this fight. Cover I want to grow. And this elemental I want it to keep growing, even though I don't have it linked to anything. I want it to keep growing. So I'm going to get 2 all attacks here. I'm going to get an all lightning and an all bio. Hopefully I'm going to get a braver and then a couple grenades and he should go down. I didn't give him a cure though. I hope I don't need any curatives. Oh, what am I doing? I meant to do bio there, not bolt. One more grenade, and hopefully I can outpace that shotgun. It's enough for today. There's another interesting thing. So that big NPC was defeated, and now his son is going to be an NPC that you have to deal with as well. Let's save just in case. And hopefully these things don't knock me out. Run, run, run. Whew. So even though we had never met Rufus before, the old man's dead, and now Rufus is president. We're going to have to deal with him. Did I save there? Alright, we're at an hour 6. Surely I can get done what I need to do here. 24 minutes. Got a really stupid minigame that I can't stand. Although I did learn something interesting about it the other day while watching a speedrunner that should help me with it, but... Now, I want to say, coming up right here, the full motion videos in this game, you know, by today's standards, are not great. But in 1997, what we're about to see here totally blew my mind. It was just amazing. So let's see what we get here. Bump, bump, bump. There's another funny mistranslation coming up. We should be able to see it. So the name of the city is Midgar. Oh, we can't see it. Oh, there it is. On the side of the car, it's Midgals. Now this minigame is awful unless I can get it to line up the way I want it to. Before we do the minigame, though, we're going to go into our menu. Let's see. Form party. That's actually the party I want, so that's fine. So menu. He should be the only one with materia right now, but let's go to exchange. Make sure no one else has any materia. Okay. So he can do... no, I don't want that there. Let's do an all poison. Do an all ice. And then we'll give him one of those scents. Again, I just want a steel here for growth. We'll give him counter. We'll do an all on him as well. Let's do all lightning. On her, I'm going to do elemental fire. I'm not going to do that. I want an all restore on her. Which means on him, let's see, that's an ice. Let's move that all here. Do an elemental fire here. Get that sense for growth. And this enemy skill doesn't grow, but we're going to put it on him anyway. Alright, that will be my party to fight Motorball. But before I fight Motorball, I've got to do this stupid minigame. I'm going to be chased by bikes. Come on, give me 3 red bikes right away. Red bikes. That's an orange bike. Red bikes, as long as you are constantly attacking, hang back and don't attack. Oh, I didn't want to take out that red. Come on, get behind. Ah, there's another red I took out accidentally. Okay, couldn't take that one out with it. Like, if you can get all red bikes and just keep swinging, they don't attack. Not gonna get it today, it looks like. You can see we're taking damage. I'm taking damage, the cart is taking damage. Come on guys, get behind me. Okay, there's 3 red. And as long as I keep swinging my sword, they're gonna stay behind me and not attack. Did take a lot of damage though, so I do hope to get a cure-all off pretty quick. Here's some rumbling, and that's MOTORBALL. I had a playthrough not too long ago where, on this system, because I played through the whole game before I started recording, you know, this segment, where, like, I got 3 red bikes immediately, and I didn't take any damage at all during that. I forgot something that I should have done. I should have put everybody in the front row, or I should have changed everybody's rows, because not Cloud, Barrett is in the back row now, but he's in the front row because of the way this fight works. So I messed that up. Let's do a bolt. She's gonna cure everybody, and he is just gonna start chucking grenades. Now, I've gotten out of here with 2 grenades left, but I want to have more than that, so I'm glad I did get a surfeit of grenades earlier. Now it's just chucking grenades, and I thought she was gonna get a... Oh man, I meant to do item there. Cloud needs to be doing lightning. Now we should just be able to do this until he is defeated. Although Barrett will use his limit. Boom. So that's the last fight in Midgar. Got a little more text to get through, then we'll get to the world map, and I will save, and I'll pick up from there next Friday. Alright, while we're going through this text, I just want to say thanks for watching. If you enjoy this, let me know. If you don't enjoy this, let me know. Let me know if I am talking about tabletop enough. That's what I want to do in this series, is make it about tabletop games. If you don't think I'm doing that well enough, let me know, and I will work really hard to fix that. Please give me feedback either way, because I want to be making this for you. I want to be playing this game. I play this game every month, so I might as well be recording it for you while I'm doing it. But if it's not working for you, let me know so I can do the things that are going to make you, my audience, happier. Let's go. Actually, I'm not going to save right here. I'm going to go ahead and walk to the next location, but save right outside it. All right, we'll meet you there, guys. It should look really dark on the screen. I don't know why it looks so dark there. I'm gonna run from this because I just want to get there and save. Although these things, I think, can teach me mantra magic. Yep, so stop running, stop running. Stop running, dang it. If you run from the fight, you don't actually learn it. So I should have waited to see what my enemies were before I started running. Alright, so I'm going to save right here. Again, give me some feedback in the comments. Let me know what you're thinking. Thank you so much for watching today, and I hope you have a great day.